Hello and welcome back to Whitney Alex Works recap of The Bachelor Season 27, Episode 9, The Women Tell All. Before we begin, please like and subscribe here at Whitney Alex Works for more recap videos just like this one. Alright, let's dive into what the eliminated women from Zach's season had to say. The Women Tell All episode begins with host Jesse Palmer welcoming us to the studio, where many women from this season's cast have shown up, ready to dish on the drama of this season. But before the women get their time in the spotlight, Jesse Palmer shows the audience some fun footage of him and Zach crashing viewing parties of The Bachelor, where these super fans have really gone all out with the decor and celebrations. And as this season begins its conclusion, Jesse welcomes the eliminated women, introducing us to a few faces we recognize and some we have to go back to the earlier episodes to figure out who they are. But the drama this season was kind of tame, which could be a good thing or a bad thing depending on your point of view. But Jesse takes us through some rehashing of this season's drama, starting with the confrontation between Christina and Brooklyn. With Brooklyn citing that Christina was difficult to be around after she had the first one-on-one date with Zach of the season. Christina takes everything in stride and acknowledges her problematic behavior on the show and hopes she can do better in the future. We then switch to Anastasia, who was exposed as possibly going on the show to gain a bunch of Instagram followers for her career. Anastasia, of course, denies this, but the other women call her out for her shady behavior, and Kat, with a C, calls her out saying that she had a boyfriend while on the show. Anastasia denies this, but Kat and Victoria say they have receipts, but we as the audience, of course, never see them. Kylie also calls out Anastasia for the drama that happened between them, where Anastasia told everyone on the group date in the Bahamas that Kylie was going to physically fight her, which of course wasn't the case, and Kylie calls Anastasia out for this behavior, citing it was microaggression about race and stereotypes about black women in the United States. Anastasia apologizes for her behavior, but it seems like some lessons about race relations need to be had, which will be covered later in the episode. The last bit of drama covered was about Kat kissing Zach before Charity's one-on-one date in Estonia, and Kat and Brooklyn are still going after each other about that situation, as Brooklyn stands by what she said, while Kat calls her out for escalating the situation. But even though Kat apparently apologized to Charity and they talked about what happened, it still seems like there are some tensions lingering between Kat and Brooklyn. But to lighten the mood, Jesse Palmer teases that the women of Zach's season will probably be on the next season of Bachelor in Paradise, so look forward to that in the near future. Well, with the drama rehashed, it's time for some of the eliminated women to take the hot seat and discuss their personal journey on Zach's season. And the first person to take the hot seat is Jess. Jess watches a recap of her time on the show and her shocking exit where she never got that one-on-one date with Zach to further their early connection. But even though Jess gets a little emotional, she says that she is proud of the woman that she has become and says that she is stronger than ever. She does state that she felt blindsided by Zach, but is hopeful to resolve her concerns about her exit when Zach comes out later to face the women he eliminated. Next in the hot seat is Greer, who received Zach's first impression rose on night 1, but their early connection didn't go much further than that, as like Jess, she never got a one-on-one date. But as Greer finishes reflecting on her personal journey, Jesse Palmer switches to some outside controversy surrounding Greer as a contestant, and that is that she in the past defended her friend who used blackface, thus defending a historically racist blackface makeup. And as Jesse Palmer admits that this franchise has had a difficult time with race relations, he introduces Dr. Kira Banks, a co-founder of the Institute for Healing Justice and Equity, who has apparently worked with Greer, and Greer apologizes for her racist behavior of defending a historically racist dehumanizing blackface trope used in the 19th and early 20th century films, which is defined as, quote, a form of theatrical makeup used predominantly by non-black people to portray a caricature of a black person, and Greer promises to learn and do better. Next in the hot seat is Kat with a K, who was sent home before Hometowns, and she gets emotional after watching her personal journey, but she has come to accept that she and Zach weren't meant for each other, but says that because of her opening up and being vulnerable about the strained relationship with her mother, she now has a relationship with her mother, which is exciting and heartwarming to hear for Kat. Next in the hot seat is Charity, who got sent home after Hometown dates, and she becomes emotional after watching her personal journey and states that she was feeling validated with Zach throughout the journey, but when she got sent home, she felt a little blindsided. But despite what happened, Charity is hopeful for what's next as she is looking forward to meeting her person in the near future. And after some fun footage of Brianna holding a twerking class with the women and Allie and Anastasia having a cruel intentions moment with an orange, and the women having a tortilla slapping tournament, Zach finally comes out to face the women he's sent home. And if you were hoping for the women to throw Zach under the bus like they did with Clayton last year, they don't, as Zach does his best to validate all the women's concerns, addressing Jess and Charity about why they were sent home. But really, the women respect and ultimately liked Zach as the lead, as both Kylie and Mercedes give him a proper goodbye hug after being sent home electronically back in London. So everything is going smoothly with Zach's reunion with the eliminated women, as we then see some fun bloopers where Zach is constantly sweating and the women being chased by this, and Zach calling mulled wine. But like any good Women Tell All episode, the show uses this time to amp up the rest of the season, and we see a dramatic promo for Fantasy Suites, which apparently is called Sex Week, and it seems like Zach might be entering Clayton Echard territory, but of course we will have to wait and see. Also, the next Bachelorette was announced, and for the 20th season of The Bachelorette, Charity Lawson was announced as the next lead, which will apparently start filming very soon in March. So very exciting news for Charity and all of Bachelor Nation, and that just about wraps up what happened on the Women Tell All episode of Zach's season. Thank you for watching Whitney Alex Works recap of The Bachelor Season 27, Episode 9. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. See you next week for Fantasy Suites.